what did we think? What did we think about Toy Story 5?
Man. Well,
I'm a man. Yes.
okay. My initial thought is that it was definitely better than Toy Story 4,
Yes.
which was
Yes.
great because if it was equal to or worse than Toy Story 4, I would have been very sad.
Yes.
Um, I think it's great that it was better. I still, even though this movie had a great message and everything, I still feel like they should have ended it at three.
Yeah. Okay.
That was
Okay.
just a very final kind of feeling that
Yeah.
had life or death, literally,
Right.
which this was not life or death.
No.
The
Well, I mean,
stakes were much lower.
it's it would feel cheap if they went back to that
Yeah.
so soon.
Hmm.
I don't think they could never do it, but they've already teased it,
Hmm.
so
Yeah, but it just, I don't know. That just it's had such a huge impact on everybody that saw it. Like, wow, I can't say everybody, but a lot of people were like,
I mean, even Quentin Tarantino has weighed in.
really?
Yeah. According to Instagram, he weighed in and said Toy Story 3 is the last Toy Story.
Oh,
Something along those
dang.
lines. So,
Yeah. So, I mean, that's how I feel. But I did really this movie was very entertaining.
it
It was
was.
very funny. It made me cry. Like I was feeling emotional just thinking about what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah,
So, it was just really it was interesting like how much more it made me feel than the last one. So, but what did you think?
well, I was going to follow up and say it exceeded your expectations, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Like there are moments where I was like applauding, I was laughing. It was a genuinely great experience. Like
Hmm.
feeling I was feeling pessimistic about going in to watch the movie
Yeah.
because I was afraid of another Pixar flop.
Yeah.
And no one from the fan base had asked for Toy Story 5,
Hmm.
and they also didn't go in the direction that I thought they should go in, but it was actually really good. Like there was a great message and a message I would like to share with more people.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
they did an amazing job. We'll get
Hmm.
into the creative team and give them their flowers.
Hmm.
Before we move off our initial reactions, though, where does this film rank? Right? We already said it's better than Toy Story 4,
Ooh.
but and I think a lot of people forget that Toy Story 2 is the highest rated movie.
Really?
It is actually, as far as according to Rotten Tomatoes,
Hmm.
I think it has the highest critics review. I think,
Okay.
but a lot of people forget that movie.
Yeah. Um,
Because obviously, Toy Story 3 has a great ending. Toy Story 1 is so iconic.
hmm.
But we can now say for sure that Toy Story 4 is the worst one.
Yeah.
But it's actually still critically reviewed in the 90s.
Really?
Yeah, all the Toy Stories are 90 and above.
Mm. I think they have like they're consistent, I think, with the way that they tell stories. So it's like very nostalgic, but also you really care about the characters. So I think that's why.
Yeah.
But it's also like I mean, not every Toy story is going to be as good as the other. So like you have to like rank them somehow, but I
I
think
kind of think this one is as good as the other ones. Like, it's not in the trilogy, so I think that's why we feel a certain kind of way,
mhm.
right? And I think that's valid. But I actually do think the story is very good.
Mhm.
Like, honestly, the story for Toy Story 5 is better than Toy Story 1 story.
Ooh.
Like, I don't mean as a diss because Toy Story 1 is like we have it, you bought it for me as a Blu-ray. Like, I love it. I love going back and watching that.
Mhm.
Like, that is childhood. That is home,
Yeah.
right? But as far as like the complicated plot line, like, in Toy Story 5, what they were doing between like, you know, in Toy Story 1 it's like Andy versus Sid,
Mhm.
right? But in this one it's Bonnie and Blaze like combined together. It's very positive. They're also doing the whole like, B storyline with the buzzes that we'll get into.
Mhm.
they're doing so much
Yeah.
while also telling a fun, genuinely amazing story,
Hmm.
while also bringing us to tears.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying it's better in the sense like it's a better film. Like it was the first one, so I give it credit. But I do think story wise, it is better.
Okay, so here's my ranking.
Mhm.
Toy Story 1.
All right, so you're going top to bottom.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the best one is Toy Story one for you.
Yes.
Okay,
Toy Story 3.
okay,
Toy Story 5.
yeah.
Toy Story 2, and then Toy Story 4.
People are sleeping on two. I feel like if you rewatch two, then you would change that.
Hmm. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know.
When somebody loved me.
But I know the song was great. But okay, so the my whole thing is Toy Story 1 has to be one because the way it introduced us to the world
Yeah,
was so great.
it was.
And it really laid the foundation for why we even care about all the other ones.
I agree with
And
that.
so just the way they introduced Woody and Buzz and all the other characters, the evilness of Sid, and like that felt like a real threat because he
Yeah.
was killing toys. Like he was mutilating them, he was blowing them up. Like there was actually it was a life or death thing.
Oh, that's a
So
good point. I never thought about it like that.
yeah, so like the stakes were really high,
Yeah.
and it was like and all these and it was like the suffering of I was gonna say something I probably shouldn't say.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say it was like the Schindler's List of
Well, let's not
let's
let's not compare. Let's not
I know,
compare.
let's cut that. But yeah, so I was just like I just think it was a very great example of like high stakes, but you just met these characters and you already fall in love with them.
And Buzz's character arc in the story is amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So
Like the
there's
whole realization that he is just a toy,
mhm,
that was big.
yeah. So I think it has to be number one, and then yeah, just the quality. I guess the way I'm ranking the rest of them is just by how I've said this multiple times, but like how did it make me feel? Did I feel emotionally like my heart was being pulled, or
Yeah.
like how did it make me feel at the end? And two, I think two made me feel more than four. But three definitely like just bawling like
Yeah, I
at
just I
that
just rewatched
scene.
3.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna say my ranking. This is very basic. I'm gonna say
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 5, 4,
Okay.
and that's because landing the plane is very important. But
Hmm.
the second act makes or break a movie,
Yeah.
and the second act of a trilogy also makes and breaks a franchise or a trilogy,
Hmm.
right? So Empire Strikes Back
Hmm.
made Star Wars a franchise. And I do think Toy Story 2 made Toy Story a franchise.
Hmm.
And you can honestly say that Toy Story 3, from a plotting standpoint, is very similar to Toy Story 2. Like you can make that
Yeah.
case. It's just that the third act of Toy Story 3 is so well done.
Hmm.
It's so well done.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. And again, the intro for Toy Story 2
Hmm.
is epic. It's
Hmm.
what I wanted the Lightyear movie to be,
Hmm.
and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's break down the theme of the movie. It's not too hard to break it down, honestly.
No.
So take it away, Michelle.
It's very straightforward. So we kind of broke it up into two things. But
Or
the
like two
main,
two
yeah,
perspectives.
two perspectives. But the main theme is for Jesse because Jesse is the protagonist of this film,
Yes.
and I really like that they we've had enough of Buzz and Woody. I think it's time to like focus on some other characters.
Wow. I
Um,
mean, Bo Peep got a lot of love in Toy Story 4, though.
No, I know. That was good. So I feel like they're like, okay, we need some variety. Like
Mm.
I mean, they were in it a lot, but they weren't like the main focus. But so for Jessie, her theme was you still matter, even if you don't see the impact, you mattered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like just with her, um, coming to the realization that she did have an impact in Emily's life. Is that the name?
I want to say Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her and
She
that's her because
That's her
she is an
Andy.
old toy.
Yeah.
She's like at this point maybe 40, 50 years old,
Yeah.
and that was her first child.
Yeah.
Yeah, or her first kid or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
So I think in terms of like Jesse's story, I think because that's what I mean. A lot of people want to feel that way. Like you want
Hmm.
to feel like the things that you're doing actually matter to other people and like you're actually making a difference. And there's a lot of times when you don't hear that back from people or you don't see the impact that you make, but like her seeing the impact, I think that was like really emotional. And that's when I was like crying. I was like trying not to cry too hard because I didn't want to disturb the people around me in the theater.
Yeah, and we thank you for
But
that.
oh God.
No, but
But
like that
yeah.
whole moment where she discovers kind of like a lunch pail buried by her kid,
Hmm.
when she realizes that like Jessie was here and she
Hmm.
and Emily named her daughter Jessie,
Yeah.
and it's like wow, like she named her daughter after me, like I did matter all this time,
Hmm.
and so that was really well done,
Yeah.
really well done, and it's beautiful because if knowing what happened in Toy Story 2, like even though Jessie had healed a little bit from the trauma of what happened to her in Toy Story 2 with her second kid,
Hmm.
and she had a good time with Andy, and then she's having a great time with Bonnie. She hadn't fully healed from the trauma of being rejected by her first kid,
Yeah.
and or at least being lost by her
Hmm.
first kid, and or given away. She was donated, and so I think bringing that back from Toy Story 2 and having it in Toy Story 5 as a central core theme was amazing.
Hmm.
And to bring it back, to the personal life, to home stories for how like it reflects our individual lives. It's interesting in my life. Like my career is amazing. I love being a software engineer, but I haven't felt the impact of what I do from a day to day basis versus what I have done as a volunteer
Yeah.
through the work through my church,
Yeah.
right? And being a youth leader and all the different stuff,
Hmm.
that you and I have done over the years.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you wonder, you sit back and you think like, what have I done that's
Hmm.
helped people,
Hmm.
right? The seeds that you plant 15, 10, 5 years ago, are they coming to fruition?
Hmm.
And so I that really hit me hard, and it's a lesson I'm going to reflect on throughout the rest of the summer, honestly.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. It's like a very weighty topic, I feel like, for everybody. Because, I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that don't care if they make a difference. But
But I
the
do think
majority of people do,
I think the
though.
majority of people
Yeah.
do, and also just like going from like a biblical Christian perspective, right? The idea of like some people plant the seed, and then
Hmm.
some people, what's
Water?
no, they definitely water.
So,
Some
reap?
people reap, right? Some people sow, some people
Yeah.
reap. And I think sometimes we get caught up in the idea in church or outside of church that like I need to be there to sow and reap so I can get all the credit,
Mm,
right? So I can be legitimized as, I me existing mattered.
yeah.
And other times I think like we have to be reminded that you mattered, but you may not see the results.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's okay.
It's hard, though. Because you, like, I don't know, like, I guess for me, like, my mentality for a lot of things, which I've been learning about myself, is like I really thrive off of seeing results for things. And like if I'm pouring so much into something and I feel like it's not doing anything or it's not helping me or other people or something, it's just really hard for me to be motivated to like do it like over and over again. But it's like you have to kind of step outside of yourself and see it for what it is and like just trust that it's going to make a difference.
Hmm.
So it's interesting. It's
Yeah.
that waiting or that like just trusting the process kind of a thing is really hard.
And to me, that is kind of the bookend to that song, like when she loved me,
Hmm.
and it's always taken as like a sad note,
Yeah.
but really it's joyous in the sense that she did love you at one point,
Hmm.
Jesse, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that she doesn't love you anymore or she's not around to show that she loves you anymore doesn't mean that that love in that moment and that experience wasn't real,
Yeah.
right? And you can
Hmm.
either hold on to it in a bitter sense and be like, well, she doesn't love me right now, or you can hold on to it and be like, that was good and I'm thankful for that time.
Yeah. Yeah, like being grateful for the positives, I guess.
Yeah.
Or yeah. There's a second part
Yes. To
for
the theme.
yeah, for the overall theme. So Bonnie, I guess, was like the supporting character, kind of. I don't know. But she heard what she learned because she also grew um as a person in this film, but it was don't change who you are to fit in, which is also a very universal thing because it's hard to not fit in because we're social creatures and we
Yeah.
want to be belong to groups or people or like situations. I don't know, whatever it is. But just like seeing it just hurt because like for me, I've I think we've all been there in a way,
Oh
but
yeah, we've
like
all been Bonnie.
just like wanting so desperately to be liked by people that you think are really cool that you're willing to like compromise who you are to be involved with them or to feel like you belong with them, or you're just so desperately trying to help them see that you are a cool person that you just totally like
Now you matter.
yeah, and then you neglect your own needs and wants because you want to be loved by somebody else, but I think it's kind of like it's kind of as I was talking, I was just thinking like it's kind of like Jessie didn't think she was loved, but she actually was loved.
Yes.
And Bonnie is trying to be loved when she isn't loved because
But
these
you know,
friends are not
yeah,
loving her because they don't care who she is. They want her to be like them and they're making fun of her for being herself.
the dance club girls.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like it's just interesting the two. I feel like it's kind of like a dichotomy between the two.
Yeah.
Like Bonnie and Jesse are going through the total opposite
Mhm.
situation. Um, but they're also like finding a home with each other because it's the opposite and they're like kind of fitting like two puzzle pieces together kind of a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesse and Bonnie definitely are, the new Andy and Woody. And what we're getting with these new movies, 4 and 5, with Toy Story, and I think can be interesting if they choose to make more. Disney's gonna want to make more because they want to make sequels to make money.
Yeah.
But I think what is good is that they're including more of the lives of the people that the toys are affecting. Now, we can never forget the real reason why we come to see these movies is the toy perspective,
Hmm.
the Honey I Shrunk the Kids perspective. But we know so much more about Bonnie than we ever knew about Andy. Like, for all we know, like, Andy could be a jerk. Like, he could be really nice to his toys, but he could be an absolute jerk.
Yeah, like he went off to college and just like
No, I mean even throughout elementary school, high school, like he could be a
yeah, that's
complete
true.
narcissist,
That's
right?
true.
Um, and so as far as we know, Bonnie in that kind of like Riley, from
Hmm.
Inside Out, Bonnie's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't know if Andy's gonna be okay because I don't know if he had any dates. I don't know if he ever went to a concert.
Hmm.
I'm worried. I'm worried his college experience might have been a little tough. 'Cause
Maybe.
as he's trying to relate to people, it's like, oh yeah, I just played my toys.
Hmm. Oh my
Because
gosh.
he was gonna bring Woody to college,
Hmm. That's true. I mean, okay.
and I've had the dorm experience in university.
Yeah.
I didn't bring any of my childhood toys to college unless I went to like a fancy school like Cal Arts or something. And so that's a different. That's a little bit different.
Yeah.
I didn't know anyone else who brought their childhood toys. Like
Hmm.
we brought our video game systems.
Hmm.
But what were we gonna say on that?
No, I mean, I feel like you could have just like brush it off as like, oh yeah, it's just an action figure, figurine or whatever, because
Of
like
course,
people
of
have
course.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he like Woody would just be sitting on the shelf the whole time,
Yeah.
and he would be like playing with him, like
No,
no.
never, never.
So that's like a whole thing.
But it would have been interesting to see the perspective. Like maybe, maybe Andy meets somebody and then they're like, "Oh, you have a Woody? That's so cool." And then you see
Mhm.
Andy's like reaction in the background. It's like, "Ah, got you." Okay, anyways, but yeah, beautiful messages, wonderful themes. Animation is awesome. I would say I would have wanted more scenes in the movie. I think they cut those out. I would have wanted more scenes with Bonnie interacting with the dance club girls,
Mm,
but maybe they didn't want the narrative to be like, okay, these girls suck. Like obviously they're mean, but maybe the directors were like, okay, we don't want to make it like let's hate watch these girls.
yeah.
Like we want to see them fail or something because they're also girls or they're young children, they're immature. Like
Hmm.
you know, we need to give them grace. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Did you want to see more of that? Because I want to see the actual sleepover. To be honest,
It was interesting. I think
like to see Bonnie play hide and go seek and not get picked. I kind of want to see that moment.
hmm
It definitely felt like a moment where it's like it was show don't tell,
hmm
and they just told us.
yeah. I feel like it was in a way good that they didn't go too much into that. Um, because in a way it kind of helps you kind of think of your own situations of like when that happened to you.
Mhm.
Um, so and then also too, like we only have so much time, and the main character is Jesse,
And the
and
toy perspective,
yeah, the toy perspective. So if you do give Bonnie more time, it's kind of like
it's not Toy Story
we're
anymore.
getting the point of what she's going through. Like, we don't need to show more of that. I think it would just make the movie drag out longer and it would kind of ruin the pacing of everything.
Yeah,
Um,
and then it starts to creep into the like it starts to creep into the idea that Toy Story is actually Inside Out in a weird kind of way.
yeah. So, yeah, I think it was good that they didn't need to show it for me to totally understand
Or
what she was
believe.
going through. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we have toys. Now we have technology.
Yeah.
And so Lily Pad and the dangers of screen time.
hmm
I really liked that they tackled this.
hmm
They didn't give a solution, which some people are upset about. Do you think Pixar Toy Story should have given an actual solution? Like a hardcore, this is what you do?
It's hard because there's different, I mean, everyone's situation is different,
Yeah.
and some people require different things, and like it's hard to be like just apply like that. I feel like it would be too preachy, which is
Mm,
what would make a movie more cringy, I think,
yeah,
for
that's true.
me. Like if you're like saying if you're like on a soapbox telling everyone this is how you gotta live your life,
Yeah,
then it starts being like, okay, I get it, I get the point.
that's true.
But I think the way that they did it, it was very
And Jesse almost got to that cringe level because she was like,
mhm.
you darn devices," sound like
Yeah.
an old person.
Yeah. But she technically is because she was made in what, the 50s or whatever.
Yeah,
So she yeah, she has like that old mindset of like this is how you do things, and
right.
like these young kids, and Woody was like going bald and stuff, and like they had all that, so and he got a beer belly, which I don't know if he drinks, but
Yeah, I don't
um
understand the dynamics of like toys biology
yeah, it was
because
just
his body his tummy kept sinking like he had a pot belly. But it was funny.
yeah, it was
It was
funny.
funny.
But it's good. It's like really letting you know these toys are old and they have an old way of viewing the world.
Yes.
And so now that they're coming into this new technology, it's really jarring for them.
And the phone
Yeah.
conversation with Woody and Jesse
Mhm.
always makes you laugh because like, yeah, we got tech here too. And it's like, well, I don't know, Jesse. Like, it's just one of those things you just got to deal with. It's like,
Yeah.
it just felt like two senior citizens at home talking about how they can't relate to their grandchildren because they're using like iPhones and iPads.
Yeah.
That always will make me laugh.
Yeah. So it was, I think, I don't even know if I'm remembering the question you asked, but
So, do we like the idea of including technology in this world of toys coming to
oh
life?
yeah. I would say yes because I mean it's another threat to them. It's
Hmm.
like bringing in another threat to all these characters and their value and their worth and like should they just be thrown away kind of a thing. Because
Yeah,
there were a lot of toys in the film that were thrown away and they're trying to rescue them. And
yeah.
so it is like
And what's going to happen when all the toys get together and try to save each other? Are they going to have
Mhm.
like a small, country? Are they going to have like an actual nation state? Are they going to declare a constitution? Are they going to reveal themselves to the world and demand that they be, part of the UN?
I don't know.
It will be like Planet of the Toys, where the toys take over because they realize human beings are not fit to run the planet.
Mhm. I don't know. I don't know. It could. I mean, like they have an army of light years, so
Yo, those guys were scary.
that was crazy. But
But they
yeah,
love children. That's the ultimate thing. The
yeah,
toys love children.
yeah. So I think yeah, it's just interesting like but I think that they talked about technology, which brings up another question, but I'll bring that up later. But like the way that they incorporated technology into everything, they weren't bashing it necessarily. They were bashing the way we use it, I think.
Yeah,
And
the
like,
fact that we become like drones essentially.
yeah, so the other message of the film was like, um,
Touch grass.
touch grass, like to use technology to have real connections with other people and not just like have this weird like online relationship. Um,
But then once you have that connection, meet up in person and go play outside.
yeah, and then find people that are part of your tribe. Like, don't try to like fit in with people that don't like you and stuff, and like recognize the toxic places online and get away from that,
Right.
and then stick with the people that actually care about you.
like
Um,
like the ending with Blaze and Bonnie playing outside,
mhm,
and then the two twins across the street who Bonnie wanted to play with, who actually give us the insight incident because then Bonnie
yeah.
goes to her parents and says, why would anyone be my friend? They
Hmm.
actually, they call out and say, "What are you doing?" And we're honeymooning. And then they
Hmm.
like, "You want to come play with us?" And they hop across the street and they go
Hmm.
play.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful, beautiful ending.
Yeah, I think that was really good how they tied that in. Um, so the other thing, it's just a question I had of like for technology,
Hmm.
because they're talking with the Roomba or they're interacting with a Roomba and it's
Yeah,
just a vacuum. It's not a toy.
yeah,
It's not supposed to like do or like befriend anybody. It's
or
like,
or be played with.
yeah, yeah. So it's
But
like,
technically, the girls did play with the Roomba. So, see, that's what I'm saying. This goes back to our Toy Story 4 question, right?
mhm,
With Forky. Forky's not a traditional toy.
yeah.
But Forky comes alive when Bonnie plays with him.
Hmm.
And then Forky's wife is also there, which I never got her name. But
She had a couple screws loose.
she's honestly, I, I wish you could see this movie. I wish you'd watch Obsession.
uh,
But Forky and his wife seem like the relationship in Obsession.
hmm.
A little bit of spoiler, but it seems like the wife actually doesn't want to be with Forky
Hmm.
because every moment she's on screen, she's trying to slowly get away from Forky.
Really?
If
I
you if you
didn't
I watched it twice in the theater. If you clock it, almost every time she's on
Uh-huh.
screen, unless the girls are holding them together,
She's like doing her own thing or
no,
trying
yeah,
to
she's
like.
slowly moving away. Like Forky has his arm around her, and she's moving away. And when she sees Buzz or any other toy that I guess is
Uh-huh.
like hotter,
Yeah.
she's like, ah.
Really? Oh
I
no,
don't
I
think she
need
wants to be
to.
in that relationship.
Oh no. Okay.
And then Forky
He's
can,
too like oblivious to see that she doesn't.
well, Forky says like, I don't think this relationship's gonna work out. Like, there's multiple times where like Forky's like, I don't like this relationship
Oh no.
because they're being forced together because of the playtime,
Yeah.
whereas Buzz and Jesse are wanting to be together.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so okay, so is this like a Brave Little Toaster situation where like technology and like household appliances have their own personalities and stuff?
I think they have to come in contact with a human.
Who imagines something about them?
Yes, I
Hmm.
think that's. I think that's we just came up with it together.
Yeah.
But I think if we were to like get a hold of the Pixar Creative Trust team,
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Stanton and Pete Docter and
Yeah.
everybody there, and say like, what is actually the rule?
Mm-hmm.
I believe they have one, but I think that's what they would say.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
clip this and send it to them
Yeah.
so we can get verification.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. Um, I wanted to talk about the
The Rogue Buzz Lightyears,
yes.
yes,
Yes.
they were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so many great moments. Their intro was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about the intro?
I I really loved how crazy it was because it was a very crazy beginning.
Yeah.
Um, and it really made you think like, what the heck is happening in this film? Like, where is this going, or how is this gonna end? Because like,
And it also seemed like they borrowed a little bit from the Wild Robot in a way.
yeah, a little bit, yeah, like toys shipwrecked on an island.
Yeah.
I just think it was amazing that they somehow made it to the mainland, like
They,
wherever that was.
they also made it to the main storyline too.
Because like I don't know how I don't get like I'm just so curious to see like where they actually were versus where they ended up, like where in America or wherever they're at,
Like
like
you want
to
to see on a map?
yeah, like how far did they have to
Yeah.
travel to like get here?
Yeah.
But it was so crazy. But it we were talking about this earlier, off camera, but like we would love to see like a full movie just about these light years.
Yeah.
And
Or even just those like those studying kind of hour long videos on YouTube
mhm.
where people are just doing mundane things.
Oh, it's like atmospheric videos, kind
Yes,
of, but
but just
yeah.
the light years, just like if you set like a scene like in a kitchen or in the forest or something,
Hmm.
and they're just doing whatever,
Yeah.
right? They're coming in and out of the scene. In my opinion, I think Pixar finally found their minions.
Mm,
They finally found their minions. Like Disney has wanted their own version of minions,
yeah.
and if they're smart about it, they can cheese this for the next 100 years.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Because it's just so entertaining, like how serious they are.
yes,
And they're so oblivious to like who they actually are and what they're
yes.
all about and how small and insignificant they actually are.
Wow, you're really demeaning them.
But I mean, they like for them, they feel like they're like commandered warriors. Like they're like
They
they're
do.
huge in their mind.
It's the toy soldiers thing.
Yeah, so it's like that in reality, they're just like these small little plastic things like running around, but in their brain, they're like, or in their plastic brain, they're just thinking they're like amazing, like,
Soldiers.
yeah, soldiers running around doing a mission. They don't even know what the mission is, but they know they're on a mission.
Yo, I just love, and also how they're like kind of slowly understanding the world,
Mhm,
right? They look up in the stars, like star command.
mhm.
Like someone says star, and the other one says command, and it's like star command, star command. It's like, and then when one of them gets picked up, and they almost kill the family, but when the one's like, go without me, and
Mhm.
other one's like, and he's like, come on, we gotta keep moving.
Yeah,
It was so beautiful.
it was
But
really good.
the forest scene with the Bambi callback was one of the most
Mhm.
heartfelt moments in the theater for me in that movie.
Yeah.
That was just so well done, and
Hmm.
it's amazing because I haven't watched Bambi. I rewatched it this week on Disney Plus after Toy Story 5, but I hadn't seen Bambi in like years, like maybe
Hmm.
10 years. But as soon as I heard that music, right, da 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 da, I was like, Bambi? No kidding me, Bambi? Mama? Ah, that's the problem Disney has. They have a stranglehold.
They do. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But like this the way that it was, like that would have been the perfect Lightyear movie. That should have been and but they did this other idea, which I don't know where that came from or why they decided to
they
go
did
that
it.
way.
They did Interstellar for Lightyear, but no,
Yeah.
the song. If you're curious about the song, it's called "Love Is a Song That Never Ends."
Hmm.
It is played at the beginning of Bambi, but it's not an official song on the soundtrack. I believe that's why it's harder to
Oh.
find. There was a compilation, but I haven't found the compilation album
Mm.
on any of the major streaming platforms.
Yeah.
But people have uploaded it on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a beautiful, beautiful song. Very short, just two verses.
Mm-hmm.
Very beautiful. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really nice. Um, I think, yeah, I feel like just adding little things like that, like I think that's why
the details
it's like,
matter so much.
yeah, but it's like I have like a love hate kind of thing with it of like oversaturating with like so much content, but at the same time, it's cool when you do watch these films and they have like little Easter eggs from other films in it
Yeah,
because it makes you recall all the feelings that you felt from the other films and
yeah.
you know what the world is and even if you don't get it it's still like it's like a peaceful nature scene,
It's
but then there's
so
this whole other
beautiful.
layer, like if you
Yeah.
do know it, it's like a really interesting perspective on it.
It definitely enriches the experience, and
Mhm.
it makes me think of improv, right?
Yeah.
Where like within an improv set, if you can do callbacks to previous sections,
Hmm.
it gives the audience a more enriching
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah. um Yeah, I think like calling back to other things, it's because you can build on that. Like there's
Yeah,
nowhere to go if you're just like grasping at like just whatever.
right.
But when you create the foundation, they get the premise in their head and then they can like build on that. And they're expecting it too. So usually stuff happens in threes. So
Yeah.
like if it happened twice, they're like waiting for the third time, and when it happens, it's like a payoff at the end.
Yeah, and with that nature scene, right? They
Hmm.
introduce like a little deer
Hmm.
and a little rabbit,
Hmm.
right? Who they're not that's not Bambi and Thumper,
No.
but they look like they could be Bambi and Thumper,
Yeah.
right? And then they play the song,
Hmm.
and then they have them playing with the animals.
Hmm.
Man, that was a beautiful scene.
Yeah.
I yeah, take that
Hmm.
and extend it for like 90 minutes.
Hmm.
I'll go to the theater and watch it.
Yeah, I would love to just see like chronologically what happened from that moment they got shipwrecked to all the way to when they actually enter like the film in a way, like
Yeah.
the main story. Because I feel like there's so much that happened that we didn't see.
Oh yeah.
Um, but also too, I wanted to bring up that Buzz finally flew, and
Yes.
you had a really big reaction
I
to
did. I started clapping because I was like, no, no way.
Mhm.
And again, a callback back to
Yeah.
Toy Story 1 where
Mhm.
it's like,
That was a really big part.
you can't fly,
Yeah.
right? And it's like, clearly,
Hmm.
I will go
Yeah.
sailing no more. I mean, it's just,
Mhm.
that's all it feels like. It's so many feels, so many callbacks.
I know.
And obviously, it's not the original Buzz that we know, but
Hmm.
it's Buzz, and so it feels like an honorary, like you got to fly today, Buzz.
Yeah.
And I just want to say I want to look directly to the camera and say thank you, Pixar, for giving me that moment.
Hmm.
That meant so much to me, honestly.
Hmm.
Thank you, Pixar.
Hmm. Yeah, it was a really great moment. I didn't even catch that either, but the way that you reacted to it, I was like, oh yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't know, there's just so much stuff you watch and you kind of forget certain details, but I was like, yeah, that was like him realizing he was a toy. That was
yeah,
the whole thing. Like he's like, wait, I can't do what I thought I could do.
yeah. I mean, the whole song, it's like,
Hmm.
no, it can't be true. I can
Yeah.
fly if I wanted to. I mean,
Mhm.
sorry. Like,
You're getting
oh,
copyright.
oh, that's true. Okay, don't copyright strike us, Disney. Come on.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
You know you
Um,
love.
yeah, but it was a really great addition to it. I think too. Another thing I wanted to mention because I'm a huge Conan fan.
Yes, yes, yes. Smarty pants.
I really loved his performance in this. I think
Yeah.
he meshed really
He
well.
did way
Yeah.
better than Key and Peele, and that
Mm,
could just be the writing,
that's
honestly,
interesting.
but way better than Key and Peele in Toy
Hmm.
Story 4.
Yeah. Um, I think it's just his humor is very um self-deprecating, and
Yes.
like it just kind of fit into the world
And
very
he's
well.
deprecating, defecating. I mean, the similarities are there, you know what I'm saying?
Self-defecating. But yeah, so I think it was a great addition, and it's just really cool to see Conan like being in like Oscar nominated movies lately because he's also in If I Had Legs I Would Kick You.
Oh, but yeah, we still need to see
We
that.
haven't seen it
Still
yet,
need to see
but
that.
it's just like it's cool that he's kind of like in his golden era of like why
Let's
are you making
relax.
that face?
Let's relax. His golden era. Come on, people.
I think so. Well, anyway, that's
Oh,
my opinion, but
oh my gosh.
it's
Now we're
really
glazing Conan O'Brien here.
whatever. But I just think it's really cool, and I think he fit really well into the world,
He
and
did.
he gave everything he does. He like gives like 110%,
Yeah.
and so just the way that he portrayed the character, and I'm sure he like put his own personality into a lot of the lines and the way that he said certain things.
I mean, the playtime scenario that Blaze had them in,
Hmm.
chef's kiss. Like,
Yeah, that
that
was
was so
great.
good.
And
So good.
the pompadour, the orange
Yeah.
pompadour, that was
Well, and
great.
again, there's certain things from like a story engine perspective that I
Hmm.
think they really found, the creative team found with this movie,
Yeah.
which again, like, I'm not asking for more sequels, but if you're going to make them,
Hmm.
I feel confident they can tell great stories continuing on.
Yeah.
Because, like, again, the perspective of like the Buzz Lightyears, they can keep doing that. That's their
Hmm.
own minions. The idea that they found, like, they really honed in on it, playtime, right? Because they've done playtime before, but it has to be like these crazy cutscenes.
Yeah.
We don't really see the kids and how they're doing it, right? But the way they did it from an animation standpoint, where it's kind of like this translucent, kind of like lucid dream kind of
Hmm.
thing, which I think they might have picked up from that short series they did, the Inside Out Hollywood story thing.
Hmm.
But the lucid dreaming kind of perspective, I thought that was really good. And
Yeah.
so that's like another technique they can use to tell more of these stories.
Hmm.
And so I'm really proud of Pixar team because I think they found their little nuggets of what they can do for the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
And that was one of them. And that was a great playtime. I
Hmm.
love that playtime.
Yeah. So yeah, like I think overall it was a great film.
Great film.
I was crying.
I was
I
not, but
I could have
I
cried
I
harder.
could have cried. I could have cried.
Um
I teared up with the Lightyear flying part. I teared up,
mhm. Yeah.
and also the Bambi. Yeah, I teared up too.
Yeah. So
Or I could have teared up. Yeah.
so what is your rating from 1 to 10? What would you give it?
Okay, well, first, we have one more big thing. One more big thing, right? So, based on the fact that the Roomba had a personality,
Hmm.
what counts as alive or not in this world? Oh, we did talk about that.
We did.
Okay, okay, never mind.
That's okay.
I just
Okay.
want to make sure. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So rating.
Yes.
You're asking me.
From 1 to 10, what would you give Toy Story 5?
It feels like a 10 to me,
Yeah?
but it feels like a 10.
Hmm.
It feels like a 10.
But logically,
I
I
want to say 9.5.
yeah. I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, because the stakes weren't super high.
Yeah.
But in a way, Jesse, no, I get, no, I will, okay, I'll push back on that.
Mm-hmm.
Because what if Andy had had that moment where he rejected Woody?
Mm-hmm.
That would have been pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's not death, but it's like your kid rejected you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not even your fault.
I don't
That's pretty bad.
I feel like they kind of had smaller moments of that because he was like, I mean, not Woody, but like he was rejecting the other toys.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. When you're the
Mm-hmm.
main toy, right? Because Toy Story 4 and Toy Story 5, Jessie started to become like the main toy. She kind
Mm-hmm.
of took over the room,
Yeah.
as they said, right? And so when you're the main toy
Mm-hmm.
and then you get rejected by the kid,
Yeah.
that says a lot.
Yeah.
And so I'd say the stakes were high.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not life and death in the sense of like physically, but emotionally and spiritually. Because one thing they haven't done or shown us, which I do think is in their world, I need to find an example of this, is when a toy has been cut off from human contact for so long
Mm-hmm.
that they actually become just a plaything.
Oh.
And they become like
They lose their
they lose their soul.
autonomy.
I think they lose their soul.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'd have to challenge and have that verified by the creative team.
Yeah.
But I think there is an example of that somewhere in the universe I had to find,
Mm.
where a toy has been cut off for so long that they become soulless,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they just become a husk.
Yeah.
So that is serious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's true. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like they did say something about that, or like a toy goes crazy or something like that. Like they
Mhm.
lose something.
Yeah, because my thing is, I think you have to establish that. I think you have to establish that because in the end, it's like I said before, it seems like the toys in the end, it could become Planet of the Toys,
Mm-hmm.
and that would honestly would be fun. Honestly, I think that would be fun, but I think it would be a little ridiculous and outside of the the vision of what Pixar is trying to do with their storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I don't think they should go down that route. So I think you have to establish a rule, like I think Bo Peep,
Mm-hmm.
like I think Bo Peep at some point should become soulless,
Yeah.
soulless husk, because she is like giving up the life of trying to be a toy for a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I think at some point it's like she's like, I'm slowing down, and then I don't, I'm losing, I'm forgetting. Like Andy's sister was or was her child. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
forgetting her, and then she just stops and then falls to the ground and just blanks me.
Oh
Like, you know what I'm saying?
no.
Not because I hate Bo Peep. I think Bo Peep's amazing.
So they're kind of like slaves to their owners in a way, because they can't
That's the
exist outside of.
they can't exist outside them. I wouldn't say slaves. It's just in the sense that like Pixar always brings us back in these stories. Like, what is the purpose?
Mm-hmm.
What is the purpose? What is the purpose?
Yeah.
Purpose is to help children,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so if you stop being in the service of children, then you stop being a toy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you stop being a toy, then your soul is gone.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah,
That would be really depressing.
it would be. I mean,
Okay.
that's all I can say. Another Toy Story storyline I'd love to explore, kind
Mm-hmm.
of like along the lines of what I said about Inside Out, is let's go the Sid route. Let's see the toys' perspective of them trying to help kids who are in abusive homes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be interesting.
Yeah. That would be a much deeper story, I think.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, so I think I would give
Oh yeah, you're rating. I went on
it
a crazy tangent. I'm sorry.
um I think I would, yeah, I feel like a 9, or 9 feels good to me. Cuz
It's not lower than a 9.
no, but I don't know if it's a perfect 10.
Yeah, I don't know what else. There's something that doesn't feel quite right for me to say it's a 10.
Yeah.
Because like, and I don't do the Oscar Academy thing. I think should be judged on the same level as live
Mhm.
action. I think animation is amazing, needs to get its respect.
Mhm.
And so a 10 for me last year was one battle after another.
Yeah.
I don't see it as a one battle after another film.
Okay, Toy Story 5 is not one battle after another.
Yeah, it's like it's not like way below, but it's
Mhm.
not there, if that makes
Yeah,
sense,
I know,
right?
I understand what you're saying.
Or like everything everywhere all at once
Mhm.
is a 10.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5 is not at that level.
Yeah.
But an animated film that is at that level would be hmm, maybe Little Amelie or The Character of Rain, maybe Arco,
Oh.
or trying to
Hmm.
think more like I really like Zootopia 2,
Mhm.
but I don't know if it's a 10.
No.
Only because like it was kind of regurgitating a lot of stuff from Zootopia 1,
Is it,
which I don't hate, but you know,
but was Utopia 1 a 10?
Zootopia 1 was a 10.
Mm.
Zootopia 1 was a
So
10.
is it just the uniqueness and newness that makes it a 10?
Well, I would say yes when we think about one battle after another or everything
Mhm.
everywhere all at once,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, Zootopia 1 was a 10 for me.
Mhm.
Wreck-It Ralph
Mhm.
was a 10 for me.
Mm.
That's a 10.
Wally.
Wally.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Wally is a 10. Inside Out 1 is a
Mm-hmm.
10. Soul is a 10.
Mm.
So does that make sense?
Yes.
So if we say like even just on the feeling,
So just because it's like a sequel,
a sequel can still be a 10, but it has to be like
has there ever been a sequel that was a
I
10?
think Toy Story 2 was probably a 10. I have to rewatch it, but I think Toy Story 2 was probably a 10.
Hmm. I don't know.
Because it took the story in a whole different it wasn't like a copy of the plot
Yeah.
of Toy Story 1. It was like, oh, Woody, you could have the life of a museum toy and you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be worried about, Andy rejecting you ever
Yeah.
or growing up,
Mm-hmm.
right? Whereas Toy Story 1 was Woody being afraid that he was being replaced as the number one toy by Buzz,
Mm-hmm.
which is a totally different storyline.
Yeah.
And they expand the world, they went to different places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think yeah, no, it was a really great film.
Yeah.
I would love to watch it again. Um I
Finding
want to
Nemo's a 10.
yeah. I want to share this film with as many people as I can because I
Yeah.
think the story is really important.
Yes.
Um and I think too we wanted to kind of just go through who created the film.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Yeah. Yeah.
So for directors, it was McKenna Harris, co-director. Um,
I think they also make go by Kenna Harris, I
Kenna
think.
Harris.
I think
Okay.
so. And yeah, co-directed with Andrew Stanton,
Hmm.
who
Did Wally.
did Wally.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then writers, Andrew Stanton again, and McKenna Harris again.
So it
Um,
seemed like, and you can explain this and help us understand this from a film perspective because you are an
mhm.
award-winning filmmaker.
Okay.
Andrew Stanton is credited for the story by, and he
Hmm.
helped out with the screenplay, but it looked like also McKenna Harris might have been doing the majority of the screenplay writing,
Hmm.
maybe with Andrew Stanton as like the person in charge of the story or who
Hmm.
maybe pitched the story. Where like how does that work? Or how you think it,
Um,
it could have worked behind the scenes?
it's some there. I don't know if there's like a for sure like clear cut. This is how it happened because sometimes with the creative process, like roles kind of mesh together in a way, especially with writing. But I feel like the main story, like the overall spine of like where it was gonna go, how everything was gonna end, um, was could have been written by Andrew Stanton and then actually physically like writing it out, coming up with like specific dialogue and action and all that stuff. That was probably McKenna Harris, like
Hmm.
taking the story that Andrew wrote and then turning it into like the physical
Screenplay.
formatted screenplay and
Yeah.
like filling out all the little details like here and there.
Right.
I think that's how it could have gone, but I don't know. I wasn't there.
No, for sure.
And then for producers, we have Jessica Choi, Lindsay Collins, Pete Docter.
Lindsay Collins is a familiar name. I
Hmm.
I forget which project she's been on, but I want to say she helped out on mm, 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 mm,
Mm-mm.
what's that? What was that film with the boy in space last year?
Project Hail Mary?
No, last year. It's the animated Pixar film. Start with an
Elio.
Elio. Yeah, I want to say she was a producer on Elio, but I could
Hmm.
be misremembering.
Mm.
And then yeah, Pete Docter, obviously,
Inside Out.
he's a creative head of Pixar.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Inside Out,
Soul.
Soul, what Monsters Inc.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
He's won like 3 Oscars. He's amazing.
Hmm. And then we have Jonas Rivera, Chrissy
Yeah, Kababa,
Kababa. Okay.
Kababa. And then of course we got my main homie Randy Newman.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he killed it again. The score was amazing for
Hmm.
this film.
Um, and then Taylor Swift did the end credits song. I didn't really,
I don't care.
yeah.
And it's not hate on Taylor. I just
Mhm.
that song wasn't even close to the song
If you love
Jesse's song in Toy
Cinema
Story 2.
yeah.
That wasn't even
Well,
close
it also wasn't in the actual movie. Like
because
it was at the very end.
it had no point. Like
But
they
they
would have,
were really trying to push it, like marketing
but
wise.
the
Like
way you
Taylor Swift did the song in Toy
but
Story
the
5.
way you push it is you put it in the movie if it's good enough for the story.
True.
And clearly it wasn't good enough for the story.
Hmm.
I don't care. People are trying to say like she's going for her EGAT. It's like EGAT how?
I don't.
We just came off a year of K-pop Demon Hunters. Golden? You're comparing Golden to this song?
But okay, I don't.
Bruh, miss me
I
with that.
I don't think that this because it's a nice song. It's not a bad song, but I don't think it's at the level of If She Loved Me
I don't
or
think. I know.
yeah,
It's not.
yeah. But the
The
way they
Academy
were
better not nominate this song.
but the way they were pushing it so hard because I've never seen them do that
Well, because Taylor
for
Swift
other
is the top
yeah,
is like one or two, right? It's like
yeah,
her
one of the best out
and Bad
there, yeah.
Bunny, right?
Yeah.
Like right now, she's like top two, top three
Hmm.
best musical artists in the world. Like
Yeah.
that's a big get for Pixar.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna push it, of course. Like
Yeah.
Disney wants to do everything they can to continue that relationship with Taylor Swift.
Hmm.
But the song itself was not even good enough to feature in the actual movie.
Yeah. Like with Shakira, her songs were in the
Zootopia
film.
1 and
Yeah.
2. Like, I don't care. Like, if no one told me, like, I literally had someone to tell me, someone's like, oh, that's Taylor Swift. It's like, oh, okay. No hate on Taylor Swift. Like, she's amazing, but
Yeah. Okay, let's
I,
move on.
I'd rather hear, like, the, love is a song that never
Yeah.
ends. Like, that hit me.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Randy
Um,
Newman. Let's
Randy
go.
Newman, the
Randy Newman.
best. Best in the biz.
Well, that's John Williams, but yes, okay.
Okay. Cinematographers, Matt Asbury, Jean-Claude Kalash. I don't know if that's how
Oh,
you say it.
okay. Quick, sorry. Let's go back to the score.
Okay.
Quick Oscars question, because our lovely man who did the soundtrack for Sinners, who won for Sinners at the Oscars, who also did the music for Mandalorian,
Mm-hmm.
that composer with the long hair,
Mm-hmm.
what's his name?
Don't remember, but
Okay,
it's some
yeah.
name.
So he's done the score for the Odyssey, which is supposed to be a film of the
Ooh.
year, right? And at least a soundtrack of the year,
Now I'm excited.
right? But then Randy Newman,
Okay.
and he already dropped a really good score. This composer for The Mandalorian Grogu, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
that score, I've been listening to it. It's a really good score.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiple tracks, like the
Yeah.
Rada track hits.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiple tracks that just hit hard,
Mm-hmm.
and he hasn't even dropped the Odyssey yet,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then Randy Newman he just dropped the score
Mm-hmm.
for Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
And sequels, for me, sequels don't matter when it comes to scores, because scores is a totally different judgment. Like,
Mm-hmm.
to me, the Dune Part 2 score should have been nominated just as much as the Dune Part 1 score should have been nominated, right? That was Hans Zimmer.
Mm-hmm.
And Hans Zimmer then dropped another banger last year with F1, right? So Randy Newman versus, I'm forgetting his name. I wish we could, maybe do a quick
Let's
Google.
search.
Let's do a quick Google search. But if we have a nomination battle, right? They're both going to get nominated, I think, right? But if now we have a clear clear competition,
Ludwig
yeah, Ludwig,
Göransson.
right? Clear competition. Who would we go with? Because I really like this composition from Randy Newman.
Mm.
I really like it,
Hmm.
and I know, I say Ludwig never misses, because he has not missed. Every time he
Yeah.
gets nominated for an Oscar, he always wins.
Mm.
And the Academy doesn't seem to care about giving multiple Oscar wins to composers.
Mm-hmm. It
And I
could.
think Randy Newman's an Oscar winner. I think he's won before.
I feel that sounds right, but I don't know if it's true.
Yeah. So this could be an interesting competition, low key.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, sorry. That's all I want to say. Cinematographers Matt Asbury, director of photography, and Jean-Claude Kalash, director of photography. And since we did create our own animated short, which you can see on our YouTube channel, called Love and Dysentery Village, which I'm just gonna say it now, we are actually potentially in pre-production to greenlight this as an actual series that we want to put in production. So if you want to support us and support indie animation and support our journey through this, subscribe to our Patreon for $1 or for $5 to get more BTS. So we're just announcing that right now, just letting y'all know, like, we're actually very serious about this.
Or 50 or $100.
Yes, but that's monthly. Anyways, but yeah, I did the cinematography for that short, and it's really fun to set up shots.
Mm-hmm.
We use Unity 3D to do the animation, and it's amazing to set up shots. And you were teaching me, like, as far as like how to set up shots and how to go about things.
Mm-hmm.
But like placing the camera and doing that virtual production, that was really really fun.
Yeah.
So I think they had a lot of fun with this because there were so many amazing shots you could do, especially with the buzzes riding horses. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then they took the horses through the house. Like, there's so many really interesting types of shots that they could have in this movie. So, just hats off to them. It was a great, like a well shot animated film. What?
I was just remembering the shot of Buzz, the main Buzz coming up on that like My Little Pony horse.
No,
That
the
was
all the
funny.
pony, and then the pony just whipping its hair. Like, I need that too.
Oh
There's
my
so
gosh.
much. That's why I want to say a 10.
Mm-hmm.
I want I want to say a 10, but it's not like when I compared to other 10s in the
Yeah.
past, it's not a 10.
But it
But
is
9.5.
so that
There's
scene
so
just made me laugh.
there's so many things that I want. I want more. I want more, more, more.
Oh
I
man.
want more. I
Yeah.
want more. I want more.
You want I get it.
I want
I
more.
understand. Okay.
I want more. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh man. So that was our take.
Oh, and then editor, because
Oh.
editing was really good too.
So for editing, it was Jennifer Jew.
Yes,
I don't know what else she's done.
I don't, but she did a great job, or they
Yeah.
did a great job. Like, that was
Hmm.
it was because like the pacing, the movie could have got out of hand,
Yeah.
but the pacing was excellent.
Yeah. I never felt like anything ran long or too short or whatever.
Mhm.
Like it was great.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
I've watched it twice in the theater, and I still really enjoyed it. I could
Hmm.
go a third, maybe a fourth time.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you
Okay,
haven't seen it,
yeah, it's
now that
worth
we've spoiled it for you, but go see it.
it's worth it. It's great for the kids, it's great for the adults.
Hmm.
It's Pixar at its finest.
Yeah.
Even though it's not a 10, it's Pixar at its finest. Like,
Yeah.
with Hopper's release this year,
Hmm.
and Pixar's going to go against itself because Hopper's going to get nominated. Toy Story 5 is going to get nominated.
Hmm.
Wildwood's coming up from like that's going to be an amazing film. That's probably going to get nominated.
Hmm.
That five stack selection is already there's already 3 out of 5. I think Wildwood's
Hmm.
definitely going to get nominated,
Yeah.
and so the other two would be Hopper's. I don't think Goat's going to get nominated, even though that was a fun film. But Pixar is going to pretty much fight against itself this year.
Wow.